equipment. But individuals just buy them. They buy them just like that, you know. So if we all have to get involved and say that we don't want it, the chiefs and everybody within, you know, and you know the way we revere our chiefs within these local communities. If the chief is to come out to tell the youth, we don't want to allow this thing to go on within our community. So stop anybody who drives some of these equipment. Stop them.
What you say is true. However, when leadership takes the bull by the horn, you actually see change.
Yeah. Yes,
the media started it in 2017. The president joined it and just gave resources to back the noise the media was making, and we saw the results. In fact, I wanted just to remind ourselves how this whole started. I mean, for the first time, a president was very bold. He said something he's told cabinet, but shared it with us publicly. In 2017, this is the president. I mean, it's important to bring this up because we are now at the time where the month's election that those words he uttered should now matter more now than then. Listen to what the president said then.
When you know that the activities that they're involved in are jeopardizing the very survival of our nation, I took the decision that that would be a betrayal of the trust that the Ghanaian people put in me on the 7th of January this year. And as a result, we established this committee within the government to design a policy for us, not just to stop it, to reclaim the land, to let our rivers work again, but also to see how we can figure a way for all these able-bodied young men who are involved in this activity to find an alternative livelihood. So it's a package. It's a package that we have designed to try and bring this menace to a conclusion. I've said it in the cabinet, and perhaps it's the first time I'll be saying it in public. I am prepared to put my presidency on the line on this matter. I've heard it being said that I should be careful. Many of these people voted for me, and if I continue this exercise, perhaps they will not vote for me again. If by the grace of God I'm in a position, my party allows me to go again, and I have the health and everything to go again, that I'll not get it again. And I'll say to myself, well, this is a choice that all of us have to make as human beings. You do what you think is right, or do you do what you think will allow you to get along? I think that you do what you think is right. That is what you're required to do.
Ken, these are powerful words. It's worth reminding, and I must repeat, and I don't know if you agree, that these words mean more now in an election year than it meant in 2017. This is when we need him to really keep this word.
I believe the president means well. So for me, I think, Mr. President, it is good to do what is right. So please, let's hold your leaders, the people you've selected, to be able to do this job for you, because you've demonstrated it. But what is left is that whether the people you have empowered to do it have lived the conviction, it's what we want to see. I'm happy that the Minister for Lands is beginning to do what his predecessor did, because for a while, for us in the coalition, we really were we're not seeing that. And we all need to encourage him to really be able to do that. And I think the thing that will really let people follow the president in saying that we will do what is right rather than what is expedient is to ensure that these leaders, and it starts with the local government authorities who are within those communities, if you can't do the job, it's either that you're so incompetent that these things can be done around you, or you're complicit. We need to start holding those people and letting them know that if you can't follow the president in doing what is right, then you do not deserve to be the person representing him in the community. We need to ensure that those in the Forestry Commission, those in the Minerals Commission, all of those people who are paid with the taxpayers' money, who have to act and are not acting, we need to hold them, because this is an existential challenge. And we need to ask, as we're asking the MPP, we need to ask the NDC, we need to ask the other political parties, what is your concrete plans? We don't want just faluting talk. We actually want concrete things that you are going to do to ensure that we can resolve this problem, because it cannot be a cycle such that we do this and we come to where, you know, Ghana Water is at anymore. We are again back at this point where we have
So you're saying that this year being an election year, they're going to be drafting their manifestos. You want to see this part of
concrete
their plan going into the next...
concrete. We want to see what, because you see, this one is not something you are going to do in the short term. There should be an immediate plan so that if the MPP wins government again in 20, and it's going to go into 2021, if any party or other wins, we want to see what you're going to do right from the 7th of January. So, and it has to be concrete. Fortunately for us, the two leading parties that have ruled since the 92 Constitution came into being, you've all seen it before. So we need to actually make sure that that is put at the top burner so that we don't have those political blackmailers force.
But can I ask a question? John Mahama, John Mills, all of them attempted something. In fact, John Mahama took it even further. You know, I remember when Haruna Inusa Hussein was there. It was a more brutal frontal one, lasted shortly, traveled across the country, banned, you know, equipment. You remember the reference of people, and then it fizzled out.
He was also changed. The same way as Amewu was changed.
Yeah, and then it fizzled out.
Post all of them, if you look at it, post all those changes, then we go back again to it. So that's why for me, I'm saying that it's better late for this minister than never, that he's come back and he's going to do this. And we need to support him, because trust me, Evans, by now, there are people who are at him, pushing, you know, that the things he's going to say, the things he's going to do. That should not happen. The only way they would be able to do it is if, as media, we support the positive things that they're doing. We need to send our people back into the field, send them into the areas where galamsey was rife, where we're seeing a lot of silicosis. We need to go back to the Interministerial Committee. They should give us reports of the things that they're doing. Where are the drone shots? What are we seeing in the drone shot? Why?